Welcome back, everyone, to the Song of Waves and Wind, where today we are going to be looking for some orcs. Here's an orc. Now, this orc is not the one for the quest. We are supposed to be looking for orcs that are in a particular stronghold, and that stronghold is to the north, as my quest arrow indicates. But we will be meeting other orcs along the way, whom we must deal with. Okay, a sad Bjorning trainer. Alright. Since I'm not a Bjorning, I guess that's not for me to worry about. Now, apparently this one is one of the signature orcs in the area, so we have to keep careful look on those. Advanced techniques. Only at one so far? Oh well. I'm obviously not being very effective there. Actually, well, I'm killing it before I get to 2, so I guess there is that. Now, where was I? Oh yes. Forced march! Yes, remember to turn that on. And I generally need only now turn it on once per session. Oh, okay. I need to thread this needle right over here in order to get up there. We don't have to worry about them. I think this is a bit steep, right? Yeah, so I need to go around here then? Up and away? Ah, alright. And just follow the arrow and I'll eventually get there. But apparently the rocks don't make it easy. But I think I'm getting close now. 125. Yeah, definitely close. Ah, yes, I could see the stragglers and new threats in Losanach. You have discovered Tall Stroke. Is this the way in? Apparently so. I don't know if it's the official way in, but it is a way in. I suppose I was supposed to go around to the side or something like that. But there was a gap whereby a little hobbit could sneak through. So I shall deal with ones that are outside first. Then we can worry about getting inside. See, what do I need to do? I need to just kill 10 orcs here. It doesn't matter which type of orcs, whether they're scouts or anything else. Just 10 of them. I informed the orcs that they're not welcome.
Thank you for the help. We are all looking forward to more peaceful days.
I certainly am. Now the orcs above have been dealt with, I guess it's time for us to head on forward to the next village, Arnach. And heading to Arnach means leaving through the south gate and following the road down. And it looks like it is full of badgers. Well, I'll be badgered a little bit along the way, but I have discovered oh. That's a weird discovery deed to give to me at this point, considering that I am leaving Non-Harland as I am doing it. Now, should I turn south or north? I think north would be better for my current plans. I don't think it makes much difference as long as you eventually turn toward the village. There seem to be some bees in the area. some wolves in the area. So various things are in the area. So not completely free of nasties. So things will take a little time. What does worry me is that while I was going through there, there's a glow in my weapon. Aha! That's why there's a glow in my weapon. I was near an orc. I had forgotten that I had orc glowy features on my weapon. Well, I think I would have completely have missed this guy who is, I'm sure, preparing to lay ambush upon this town. Well, he's not going to have a chance to bring his instructions to his masters. And I guess I'll have to take care of his little dog too. Because they are, I'm sure, working together. Right? Well, I can't be too sure about that. I mean, the wolf might have been just there for grabbing livestock or something of that matter. Hello there.
Would you do something for me?
Reniriel beckons you to her. You look like you could take care of yourself. She studies you intently while being aware of her surroundings. My name is Reniriel. I am in charge of patrols along the roads. We could use someone of your ability if you could help. Imloth Melway has gotten its hands full with restoration efforts, and we have supplies being carted all along the roads. Sometimes these supplies get lost. I'm concerned about Dindal's Overlook has been overrun by remnant orcs. I used to oversee the supply routes from there, but I can no longer patrol in peace. Just follow the road east until you see a path through the forest to the north into a cliffside. Perhaps you could do us all a favor and clear that away. I used to oversee the supply routes from there, but I can no longer patrol in peace. I'm trying to say, is it because the war is no longer on that she's not allowed to patrol it, or because she's been reassigned to somewhere else, or it means that she is just being disturbed whenever she attempts to do that? Oh well. Let's go into the village first. Then we could try to sort out that route. Defeat orcs at the Overlook, so I would presume that this orc does not count for that quest. And I suppose that orc thought to ambush me to keep me from getting to the town. But I guess that means that there's more than one orc in the area if this is their second one. See, travel to Arnach, southwest. Okay, so this is where you have discovered Arnach. Yay! Now I suppose there's going to be someone here who's going to give us a quest. I mean, in addition to the one that we just spoke with. It looks like we've got a ranger here who needs help.
Might I take a moment of your time?
The ranger doesn't acknowledge your arrival. We need to investigate Algalant. Scouts have reported an increased presence of bandits in the area, looting and pillaging travelers along the roads. To make matters worse, deserters have been captured by the bandits. Release them and send them back home. The ranger idles once again and looks past you as though you do not exist. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Ah! The stable master!
How can I be of service?
Bernard, captain of the guardsmen of Arnach, nods to you in welcome. Oh. Hello there.
Welcome, my friend, to Arnach. What brings you hither?
I do not doubt that some corsairs fled into the wild when the fighting turned against them, but their numbers must be quite small, shouldn't they? I will ask around town and see what I can learn. Perhaps while I do so, you could take care of some of the foes that are in danger, Arnok. There may be some few brigands, as ever, but I speak mainly of wild threats, wolves, avank, and the beasts that grow bold when unopposed. Alright, fine. So defeat wild beasts and other foes in the area. Gotcha. I suppose I can do that. I can also search for that even more important item, the milestone, right? Yeah? Somewhere? I'm sure this town has one. Ah, near the south exit of the town. There we go. Now, let's go and look for threats that are in the area. I'm sure there are going to be a few of them. Things like, well, wolves. They say, yeah, I ran into at least one wolf already. I know I also ran into some orcs. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if I kill an orc or three. Maybe I chased them all away. Well, oh, hold on. There's a brigand right over there. Okay. I haven't found any 6 or 2-legged threats yet, but I mean 6 or 4-legged threats, but I did find a 2-legged. Oh, there's an avank. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Always the same, aren't you guys? Wormslayer of Losanak. You have got to be kidding. Wormslayer? Are we going to be fighting worms all over the place? Oh. Hello, Mr. Wolf. I might have left you alone if it weren't for me just getting a quest to handle certain 4-legged threats. And I think you're on the bill. The people I need to release and the captors that I need to defeat are up there. Though apparently we've got avank in this area still. Who are quite ornery apparently. Now, where's the... Really? Now, where's the river that avank came from, I wonder? Somewhere, I'm sure. Let's get up here. I think that if I turn around this way, I can get behind the rocks. Really? You are rather aggressive. I guess you like the taste of Hobbit. Well, you're not going to live long enough to get into a Hobbit of liking that. Now, there you go. Up this way, and I think this is where I will find, well, I see what looks like an outpost of some sort. Well, I see posts, and they're sticking out. That's what makes it an outpost, right? Oh. Brigands! Well, I suppose that makes sense. There you go. Now, let's see. How about... How about this? Hi! You didn't like that, did you? That's what the enemies always do to me, so... Turnabout is fair play, I guess? And now it's your turn. There you go. Now, I'm sure there are some non-archers around here. I think I seem to have... There's a sneak around here. Where is that sneak? Oh, right over there. Well... Well, that was a strange way to start it. Ambush the one you can't see. And the archer is going, huh? And I gotta find 8 of those. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Now I'm supposed to be fighting. Ah! There we are. Now, I'm not exactly sure what they deserted from. So, I didn't get exactly quite a strong explanation about what this quest is about. Well, other than dealing with brigands and freeing deserters. Oh, what happens when you free them? Ah! You honor me! Right. Well, now I just need to find 6 more. Ah! Really? Get behind the tent. Stop it! These archers are being a pain. No, you're not running away. Where's the... Oh, this one over here. Ah. Alright. You're... This is Archer City or something? No, you're... There you go. That, I hope that confused you enough. Certainly confused me enough. I can't even figure out where I'm doing now. Alright, fine. Alright, you pay now. You made me lose my mouse. Alright, now let's... Oh, there it is. That has got to be the worst... the worst mishandling I've... Oh, you led me right to a deserter. Okay, thank you. Ah, well... I think I managed to take care of most of the... No, I still have sneaks to find, of course. I'll find them eventually. They've got to be somewhere. Sneaking, most likely. There you go. You're free for now. I couldn't find all the sneaks, but I just discovered this. That's right. A continuation of the Stones quest. Obviously inferior stones. And that means I'm going to be sent here later after I talk to whoever's in Arnach relating for the follow-up to the Stones quest. So what I'm going to do then is I am going to go back there, speak to that person, then I'll return and then look for those sneaks. I've dealt with some of the local threats.
You upheld your side of the bargain. I have done the same.
I asked around Arnach, and, well, it seems that a few of the people here have heard that Balakor the Scourge survived the fighting of Peligir and escaped into the wilderness. Some folk believe that they saw him personally, though from a distance. He supposedly made a camp to the south of Arnok, in view of the river. If you wish to learn the truth of it, I suggest that you go there to begin your search. Okie dokie. I guess I could go to the river. I could do that when I do the stones quest, since I will pass by the stones again when I do that. Now, I need to speak to Konidak, which sounds like the name of a dwarf. Ah, here she is, right?
Greetings, stranger. You are timely, as I was ready to send word that we had a partial wall collapse here.
Yes, well, it might be because someone's been sneaking in inferior stones. Ooh, that is dire news indeed, and I feel the fool for not having noticed if our stock was tainted. I will check the stones immediately. Our stone is currently stored within the local barn. Meet me near the northern farms. Alright, we'll go to the northern farms and see. That will be, well, obviously in a northerly direction. Ah, here she is.
It is as we feared.
Our stock within has also been seeded with poor quality stones. If I were a betting dwarf, and I am, I would say that we might find some answers in Argolant, where a group of bandits has set up camp. Down the hill and across the road they linger, attacking passerbys on the road and stealing from the town when they can. The captain of the guard, Baranor, has been planning to rout the swine, but his forces are stretched a bit thin at the moment. You seem like you can handle and take care of yourself. Why not search their camp? Look for more of the blocks or for any other clues that might tell us who is responsible for this deception. And of course, we have seen those blocks before, which is why I came back here rather than trying to root out all the sneaks at once. So I need to go south, right? Yeah, I need to head on south, go back to the camp, and then from beyond the camp, we will be able to then check to see if we can find anything, sign of Balachor near the lookout. Near the river, I guess. Ah, here are the blocks. You have found the shoddy stones. And anything else here? Oh. Well, some people didn't like the fact that I found them, apparently. Hey. Oh, really? You found a crumpled note. Alright. Now, can I find some sneaks before I return? Ah! It looks like I found an old campsite. Some dirty clothes. The clothes inside the bag are of the style favored by corsairs. Okay. A campfire. The ashes of the burnt timbers has cooled, and no embers remain. Right. Now, let's examine a boat. Or maybe Legolas is near the boat? Ah, yeah, there's the boat right here. No longer seaworthy, this boat served its former occupant well enough. Well, I guess it only needs to be river-worthy. Well, what do you think about all this, Gimli?
This campsite might have belonged to anyone.
Just because this site bears the signs of being a Corsair camp does not mean that it was used by Balakor. Anyone could have come ashore here. Do I need to remind you that we saw him die aboard the Night Jewel? He could not escape the dead, and he did not. It beggars belief, Pine Leaf. Well, what do you say about this, Legolas?
Gimli is right. This camp might have been made by anyone.
Balakor did not leave the deck of the Night Jewel alive. But this too can be true, Pine Leaf. It may not matter. Ooh, it may not matter.
Balakor need not have survived to inspire those who believed in his purpose.
It is not possible that Balakor might have become, in death, more of a symbol to his people than he could have remained in life? Is it possible? A man can be slain. It is more difficult to fully destroy that for which he stood. What if someone has taken his place, Pine Leaf? What if someone has adopted his name and his appearance in an attempt to rally the heirs of Castamere? We should tell Baranor of this possibility, so that he can keep a watch for a guard against this. Alright, we shall do so, and I shall keep a watch for what you may have here. What you have here is... oh. Not ready yet, because I need to go and back to Arnach. We found the camp, but it could have been owned by anyone.
What have you discovered? Did Balakor survive the war?
Aye, an impostor could cause trouble for King Elessar and for Gondor just as easy as Balakor himself might have done. We will remain alert for any who appear, and I trust you will do the same as you continue south and westwards to the crossing of the Arui. There are several small villages beyond the Arui that may foster similar sentiments as those here in Arnach. Good fortune go with you. Alright, I shall do so. Now, what else do we have around here? Ah! Yes, the ranger.
What do you need?
Diarna nods at you. Well done. Diarna's face is obscured, but you could sense a brief smirk. No, I have no idea what's going on there.
You return. Tell me, what did you find?
I found the inferior stones, and I also found this note.
We must find out who is behind this.
The note that you found mentions someone by the name of Garafir, who's moving on to Imlath Melue. The gang you encountered in Ireland was to report to him once they had finished moving this shipment of stone into our warehouse. We must find out who is behind this. I recommend that you go to Imlach Melue and speak with the captain of the guard, Marinir. He may know something of this Garafir. Alright, I shall do that. So let's see what is going on in the Garden of Gondor, or Gondor's Garden. Well, that's where we'll be in the next episode of The Song of Waves and Winds.